Hey all, I am Doctor Mike Trubetskov from EOL Studios, and today I'm gonna tell you my story. Yes, I have a doctorate degree in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. But instead, I chose to become a heavy metal producer, helping bands to discover and achieve their unique heavy sound. I worked with some incredible local and international artists, and I got more to come. So, how did I get here? Let's find out. I moved to Australia 6 years ago from Moscow, Russia, where I played classical music on piano since I was 5 and where I picked up electric guitar at the age of 15. Even at that young age, I was messing around with recording and songwriting, recording my crappy guitar combo with a microphone at my bedroom, trying out plugins and putting heavy distortion on acoustic guitar pickups. The passion was real. Yet in Russia, there is little room for a career in heavy music. Hence, I chose to study physics at the best university in Russia, later on focusing on biophysics. At year 2 in university, I started attending private guitar lessons, where I developed my technique to perform neoclassical parts of shredders like Satriani, Vai, Petrucci, Moore, McAlpine, Gilbert, Freeman, and many more of those incredible, inspiring musicians. I was putting in the so-called S hours, spending 3 to 5 hours a day crafting my guitar technique on top of my studies. This ultimately allowed me to join a successful metal band, Gift of Madness, with whom we recorded a massive full-length album and then opened for Killswitch Engage in 2014, my best live opportunity ever. Good things, though, come to an end. 6 years ago from today, I left Russia and moved to Melbourne, Australia, to pursue a doctorate PhD degree in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Being away from my band, I immediately felt empty, like a major part of myself has been taken away. My passion for making music was as high as it could ever be, so I decided to learn the production side of things. And so it went. PhD studies 9 to 5, metal production and mixing 6 to 10. I was quickly growing my knowledge and skills, and soon I started offering some basic services to my Russian music network. As my studio skills and confidence grew, contrarily, enjoyment with my PhD declined steeply, as you would imagine. I was caught up in a slave labor cycle, doing monotonous and repetitive tasks for my supervisor, which I no longer enjoyed. It was an insane race to publish a high-tier research paper for which we were not getting enough results, so the pressure was quite immense. Even worse, at about 1 year before finishing my degree, probably around year 2016 to 2017, Australian government made changes to an immigration program. My doctorate degree was initially supposed to provide me with a path to permanent residence in Australia, which would allow me to work in the studio full-time, and that opportunity then was slashed. I was absolutely destroyed by this, as you would imagine. Trapped in a degree that I hated, with an enormous desire to make heavy music and without a chance to do so. The only thing that kept me sane was, well, metal, as you'd imagine. Immersing myself in these heavy tunes for my clients and for my own solo music was cathartic and healing, and gave release to my pain. We started to explore various options to stay in the country after finishing up my degree. Up to late 2018, we tried about 4 different routes, all of which have failed. So I had to make a tough decision to pick up a job in research once again and lose my precious time and energy just in order to stay in Australia and be in my studio. And I did it last year. My studio calendar was filling up with bands at a time, and it was extremely tough to restrict my availability for them and go back to vicious routine of 12-hour working days. But I did it, and I did it for the name of heavy music. Only to find out, early in 2020, that Australian government has ironically acknowledged my studio work experience, allowing me to proceed to immigration as a music director. So, here I am, running my studio as a PhD metal producer full-time after going through these enormous, gut-wrenching challenges, only to serve as a heavy supervisor to my precious clients. Now, what did these challenges teach me? Well, extreme perseverance, insane attention to detail, and, after all, a never-dying passion for heavy music, which I will give up only over my dead body. I tried to have a unique story in heavy rock and metal community, and I hope that this may inspire some of you going through hurdles to persevere and simply never give up. We are fighting the good fight here, and we need to continue doing so.